Hi, I'm Kurt Mitchell, and welcome to the Randy Rhoads Guitar Method. This lesson is divided into two parts. In this first part, we're going to cover Randy Rhoads' overall style. In the second part, we're going to go in depth and cover piece by piece the song Crazy Train. And at the end of the tape, there's audio tab in case you need it. You can go through every section and tab it out and see exactly what it is that we're doing. Okay, I'm going to give you an A, or an open fifth string, to tune up with me in this section, and I'm also going to give you one in the second section so that we can tune to that song too. So here we go. I'm going to give you an A, open fifth string, you tune to me, and then we're going to go look at some Randy Rhoads riffs, okay? Let's get to it. Riff number one, here's there's a couple excerpts from Over the Mountain I want to show you, okay? Let's get to it. Here's riff number one. One more time. Riff number two. Once again. Riff number three from Flying High Again. Once again. Riff number four involves a technique called tapping. Eddie Van Halen started this, or he was the first one to make it popular, but Eddie Van Halen would do it with one hammer on his right hand and one hammer on his left hand, and it came out something like this. Whereby he was using one hammer on his right hand and one hammer on his left hand, okay? Well, Randy took it to another degree, and he would use two on his right hand and two on his left hand real fast. And this is how it came out. Here's riff number four. Once again. Riff number five. Once again. Riff number six. One more time. I'm going to show you an excerpt from Sado and show you how Randy played rhythm. Randy had a unique style of playing rhythm. He used to play one string, and he'd play some stuff on the string and then play some chords over the top of it, giving you this sort of up and down type of a feel. So let's check this out. Riff number 7 is an excerpt from Sado. Once again. Riff number 8. Once again. These next 6 sections, I'm going to show you some visual positions or where to put your fingers, because most players, Randy, we come up with visual positions and then pick patterns and put that kind of stuff together instead of going through all the kinds of modes and everything that he used to play in. What he used to basically do is go through a pentatonic or 5-tone or rock scale. Blues plays this kind of scale a lot. And then he would add some chromatic inflections to it. In other words, he would put notes in between that pentatonic, those basic pentatonic scales. In riff number 9, or position number 9, section number 9, I'm going to show you a position in E minor. The circled notes are the root notes. And what you can do is move these all over the neck, okay? If you remember where the root notes are and you know where the root notes are, you can get a visual position. Let's go with riff number 9 or with section number 9, and I'll show you this position, okay? In E minor. I'm going to accentuate the root notes, the circled notes on this, so that the E's will be apparent to you. Now, if you're in E and you want to play a solo like Randy, in the style of Randy, now you know where to play in that particular position. That's like 4th position to me. I'm going to go to 5th position, in my opinion, because there's different ways of viewing it, and I'll explain a little bit more about that in a minute. These are so you can play solos yourself. This is so you get something more than just learning how to play Randy notes out of this, okay? Number 10, I'm going to play 5th position in E and accentuate the root notes, okay? This is pentatonic with some chromatic inflections in between, okay? Here we go, number 10. Now, on number 11, this is the one that almost every guitar player who learns how to play the guitar starts playing in, continues playing in, plays most of their stuff in. This includes Randy. Everybody bases most of their soloing on this position. Therefore, I've given it the name position number 1 in any key you want to be in, and I'll show you more about that in a minute. Because these positions are slidable. All you have to do is move them around on the neck and know the key that you're in. Put your hands where these root notes are, the accentuated notes, and you can play riffs in that key. All right? Here's number 11, in E, position number 1. Accentuated notes will be E's, circled notes. All right? Here we go. This is basic rock and roll. This has been handed down since the old blues players. And I'll just for a second play a couple riffs for you in this position to show you with these notes, with these particular notes, just to show you what kind of stuff comes out of it, okay? That's playing in that position. And those are in E, and you'll see what I mean. The more you play at it, the better you'll get at it, and you'll see what I'm saying about riffs. But anyways, most of Randy's soloing riffs were based around that position, and most guitar players. So if you're playing along in E and you want to solo, and you happen to know those notes, you can learn to play solos on your own, your style of solos. Let's go on, and I'll show you position number 1, the one we just covered in A minor, and so that you can see that it is changeable, okay? This is number 12. Same thing, exact same thing, position number 1 in D. Same root notes, same fingerings, same visual pattern, only we've shifted it up a bit. We're now going to use our index finger on the 10th fret instead of the 12th or the 5th, okay? In D, same thing. just to show you one more, here's number 14, position number 1 in G, just to show you this. And so we're fingering it the same, picking it the same. Index finger is playing the top 2 notes in the root. Here it is. It's number 14 in G, position 1. Let's go back to A for a minute, and I'll just explain this one more time, maybe make it a little clearer. If you're using a 6th string, 5th string, 4th string power chord, right? Your index finger is going to be across, let's go back to A, going to be across the neck like this. All right, now let's leave our index finger where it sits for right now. Now what you have are roots on the 6th string and the 1st string, right? So if we want to play solos there, all we have to do is go back to that position. Okay? The same thing applied to anywhere else you want to go. And that's why I call it first position. You have that power chord there, which is where a lot of the people play power chords, especially Randy. I mean, Randy plays, like I said, bases a lot of his solos in this position, no matter where he's at. Let's take, for example, E again. We'll go up here to the 12th fret. We're going to play a power chord, and I'll play this scale for you again, okay? Here we go. That's about it for the first section of this lesson. In the second section, we've showed you Crazy Train in its completion, like I said. The reason we have these positions for you and this stuff is so that you can import some of this stuff into your own style, so you can take some of what Randy did and bring it into your own style of guitar playing. We're going to get more in depth about the sound that Randy used to use, and there's also, like I said, there's audio tab at the end of it for Crazy Train, unless you get stuck and can't get it straight off the videotape. So let's get with it.